The Revolutionary War, it started right here in Ware, New Hampshire. Because there was a tax on these trees that the king said were his. A whole bunch of farmers and mountain men, they said, leave us alone, or we will fight you till the death.
The Torch of Liberty was born in New Hampshire, and it still burns in New Hampshire. The ideas of 1776, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, have been forgotten across America. But a remnant exists, and we are returning home to the birthplace of American liberty. Over the last generation, thousands and thousands have made the move, concentrating those who seek liberty and reinforcing the native live free or die spirit of New Hampshire to build a free state.
Libertarians had not been making political progress, and so I came up with this idea of identifying a state. A bunch of us kind of get together and find the state that's most friendly to libertarians, where we could have the biggest impact. And then we all move there and get active.
There's massive, massive opportunity here.
There is a live free or die mentality here.
I think that law enforcement should only be focused on protecting people's life, liberty, and property.
When you move here, you are shocked at how smart everybody else is. You might be the smartest person where you're from, but once you move to New Hampshire, everybody is an expert on crypto, on guns, on economics, on philosophy. It's just so fascinating to learn from all of these different perspectives.
Getting to meet people, just that level of welcome home, and anytime you need help with anything, people always raise their hand like, oh, so you want to learn about foraging for mushrooms, or hey, you want to learn about raising chickens.
We'll teach you how to shoot a gun if you've never shot a gun, right? We'll take you out and show you how to do all these things. Even if it's just to can your own food, actually remind you of how much power you actually have.
For my family, I think moving here has been great. I feel a lot better about raising a family here. It's just much more hospitable, and the culture and the lifestyle support it all. The quality of friends she's gonna make, the school that we were able to get her into, she'll have lifelong friends, and they're all people that really value being here.
We have hundreds of different organizations and groups, that form around different interests. And I can find people who will work with me on the things that I'm really interested in. It's a totally different experience.
When COVID happened, our business took off, and our business took off because of this community. This community made us actually grow and be able to do what we're doing now.
For the first time, there's enough people with enough passion for us really to take it to the next level. We're going to have a record amount of Free Staters elected this session, so that's exciting.
We got 400 members in our state representatives here in New Hampshire. We've got a population of 1.3 million. It is real easy to heckle a bad politician in a local grocery store.
Awesome.
Actually, when I was running for state rep, the whole reason I got motivated is because while I was in Massachusetts and I was watching how New Hampshire didn't have lockdowns like Massachusetts had lockdowns, but you guys were way angrier than people in Massachusetts. And I'm like, that's the kind of fire that I love. And I'm like, this is awesome. And then, I got up here and I was just watching stuff happening at the State House and all the reps that came in the fall of 2020, when they all got elected, and then all of the state of emergency reforms and all those things they were putting in place, and forgiveness for people that disobeyed the governor's lockdown orders. And then I looked into it and I was like, holy crap, there's 400 reps in this tiny little state.
There have been liberty legislators in the New Hampshire House for going on 20 years. And in a way, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, because some of those people really went above and beyond to figure out how the system worked.
Key topics in mind.
When they talk about the price of liberty is eternal vigilance, we're the vigilantes.
The use of force against other people to do what you want them to do is not moral at all. And I guess my previous perspective was, because of that, I don't want anything to do with government. I guess the shift in perspective I had was, someone needs to be in government with that perspective to try to minimize the damage that it's doing. And so I feel like that's my role.
I've done some legislation on cryptocurrency. If you want to have an economy based on cryptocurrency, you need to make it easy for the average person to feel secure in using it, and that's where these institutions come in.
If you want to come here and if you want to live on crypto, we've got a guy who lives on crypto, does not use Federal Reserve notes.
I basically only use cryptocurrency as my money. I don't use banks. I'm living off of non-government money. Here in New Hampshire, I found, especially the Free State community, it's very easy to transact in cryptocurrency.
What kind of crypto today?
To BCH. I like to say that New Hampshire is like the Bitcoin of freedom movements, right? Because the more people buy into it, the more people believe in it, the stronger and more powerful it becomes.
I think people finally came to the understanding that if they want a better life for themselves, the same old plan of running a political candidate every 3 or 4 years or whatever isn't going to cut it. And being separated from other like-minded people isn't working. So coming together to the same geographic area, it's a proven concept now.
New Hampshire is the lifeboat. That's what we're building here. You can think of it like as an ark where we can see that the world is becoming less free to liberty, and we need to have a place on the planet where we preserve these ideas of liberty that are really part of the American heritage.
We're going to grow leaps and bounds, and I think we're well positioned to actually do it. We need more people. We need the people who are here to step up.
We can actually win. We can actually see a free society.
Every year, more individuals and families seeking to build liberty join us in the Free State. After one full generation, thousands of Free Staters, natives and newcomers to New Hampshire, continue shaping politics, creating culture, and building liberty institutions that will stand the test of time. The momentum continues, but we need more liberty pioneers like you to help us charge across the finish line. We are creating liberty in our lifetime. See you in the Free State.